Man, did I really mess up. If you watched my previous video of BloodWash, you will notice quite the difference between that video and this one. I muted my mic for the middle portion of the game, and now I'm here to put a band-aid on the boo-boo and kiss it better. Don't worry though, the next video will get back to live commentary right before it gets good and spooky. To set the scene from the last video, it's super late at night and we just discovered that our apartment's washing machine is broken and we don't want to show up to work tomorrow stinky. Luckily, our neighbor Stan, rocking the most fabulous of fits by the way, tells us not all hope is lost.
Well, if it's an emergency, I heard of this laundromat that's open 24/7, just outside of town. Still early enough to catch the last bus. I'll have to say though, it's a hell of a time to be out so late, especially with that maniac roaming around.
I'm a big girl, Stan. Do you know the address?
Even though we are warned about a maniac on the loose, we let Stan know we are a big girl and we can handle ourselves. Walking back into our room to collect our things before we leave, we give one last goodbye to our drunk husband who left our apartment a mess. Like, seriously, why so many beer cans and pizza boxes? It's time to catch the bus, but not before talking to the local junkie in the lobby.
Hi there. Can I get you anything?
It's gone. They took it.
Did someone steal something from you?
They took it. The people in the walls. They took it from me. Oh God, she's here now!
I should probably leave him alone. Poor guy.
I mean, I'd be freaking out too if I had this in my apartment's lobby. Ooh, creepy. Continuing out onto the street, we wait for the bus. To help pass the time, we meet up in an alley to talk to a homeless man, which, now that I think about it, I've been making very poor decisions in this game and I will continue to do so.
Haven't seen you around here before.
I moved in not too long ago. I'm usually studying or at my classes, so that's probably why.
Oh, a college girl, huh? What are you studying?
I'm pursuing a career in education at the moment.
Nice. That's what I got my bachelor's in.
Oh, that's great. I hope I can find a gig soon afterwards.
If not, my sleeping bag has room for two.
The bus shows up while I'm in mid-conversation. Leaving the man who basically just made me feel like my major was a mistake, I encounter quite possibly the scariest part to this game.
Where are you heading at this hour, if you don't mind me asking?
The laundromat on the outside of town.
Not sure I believe that. Pretty late to be doing laundry. Hey, if you're looking to score, I have a good deal just for a pretty little thing like you. You won't even have to pay cash if you know what I mean.
How about you just drive the bus and I'll pretend you're not a desperate loser?
Whatever, bitch. Sit the fuck down so I can get this piece of junk rolling again.
Baffled by the driver, I try my best to find a seat that isn't gross or sticky and move on, honestly, from what he just told me. But almost like clockwork, this game throws another encounter on me that I did not expect. Enter this guy. He makes his way to a seat. Oh, wait. No, please. He decides to stop right next to me, blankly staring forward. I try my best not to seem scared. Flawlessly executed, by the way. I decided to stare out the window, hoping he would just get off at the next stop. After nearly shitting myself, I decided to talk to him.
Hello. May I sit beside you?
There's plenty of other seats, so I don't see why you would need to do that.
May I sit beside you?
Are you deaf? Do I need to get the driver to throw you off?
You're going to die tonight.
What?
You're going to die tonight. I've seen it. Tonight is your last night on Earth. You are walking straight into your doom. Can't you see that? You and that child inside you.
Well, if you missed it in the last video, I'm Prego. and it just so happens to be a maniac with a target of crockpot mamas is on the loose.
How did you?
You will be found, just like all the others. Ripped open, your insides displayed for all the angels above to look down and see.
Please, just stop talking.
May I sit beside you?
This guy informs me that I'm done for, and my suspicions immediately tell me to get off this bus. With a hunch that we may have just ran into the murderer, we exit the bus and make it to the laundromat. Released into the foggy terror of night, we hear strange noises with a slight yellow glow from the last few stores open, illuminating what seems to be a very rundown set of shops. We explore around, coming to the conclusion that we should probably start our laundry first before wasting time in these shops. After entering the laundromat, we speak with the front employee with probably the most obvious voice actor switch I've ever heard in a video game before. Just listen to the difference each time he talks.
Yes, what is it?
Oh, are you all really open all night?
We're open all night, but I take my naps at midnight, so you better not need anything after that.
Oh, okay. I'll be sure not to need anything.
Yeah, we'll see.
We decide to annoy him a bit with the bell, zoom in on his early Joe Rogan face, and pick up this game console to help pass the time later. Before we put our clothes in, we decide to be friendly with one of the other customers when he gives us some more details on what's been going on around here lately.
Doing a late night wash too?
Yeah, I work night shift at the factory down the road. This place is the only one open when I get off work. It was a real pain when the first one burnt down.
Remember this. This is important.
First one?
You knew around here? Yeah, this place used to be next door years ago. But there was a big fire. I don't think they ever found out exactly what caused it.
That sounds awful.
Girl died in that fire too. An employee. I don't like to spread rumors, but...
But what?
Pretty mysterious. The way she died, I mean. It wasn't a fire that started quickly. She should have had plenty of time to get out. But she was found in the office. I heard they were close to opening up a murder investigation. That a detective thought the girl was locked in. But then decided to drop it when nobody came up. You know, cops. Lazy sons of bitches.
Well, if that's true, it does sound pretty suspect.
Sure does. Feels like it got swept under the rug pretty quick, what with the womb ripper coming around and butchering those women. That has all the headlines these days.
Now, hearing more about the room ripper, we decide we are still a big girl and head to put our clothes in. Not before going to find quarters first, though. We did discover something strange, though. This wall seemed a little funky, and while we never really figured out what was going on with it, it could be more important later, though. With the change secured, we decided to put the clothes in the laundry, and now we're ready to go. Not sure what to do now. I decide it's time to go visit some of the other stores around the block. But just before we can leave... I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure screaming demon babies don't call payphones this late at night. Freaked out, we discovered that the front desk clerk is already peaced out for the night before we leave. So we decide to leave the store. Leaving the store honestly did not help much. I felt even worse. This place is straight cursed, but damn it if I'm going to get my clothes washed first. It's time to go to my favorite store, Peepaw's. Don't take my word for it. Hear it straight from Peepaw why this place is so awesome.
Looking for anything specific? A movie? A video game? Fish? And don't you even think about stealing anything. I have eyes everywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it. You have quite an assortment of things. What kind of store is this again?
It's Peepaw's. I'm Peepaw. It's my store.
After being sold on this place, I tried doing a funny bit, but being muted just kind of sucks. So let's all take a second to make fun of me again for being an idiot. And now I'm here doing this and stressing on how to make a script. People forgot to mention a few cool things about the store. His wide assortment of horror movies, these cool vinyls, and... oh, wait. Not to be distracted, we quickly avert our gaze from that foul place and vow to never step foot into... Pushing off the temptation again, like a valiant paladin, we look at his video game section, and most importantly, his fish. I mean, look at these little cute... Man, no way. I can't believe they have all these titles. I can't wait to take this back. Oh gosh. Yeah, hey there. We leave the Forsaken Land, but not before...
Ha! Gotcha. So you're not stealing anything? My apologies.
Peepaw broke my heart that night. Not trusting us, not to sneak off with anything. It's not like I have 3 goldfish in my pockets or that one horror movie is shoved up my ass. Or anything. Come on. All good things must come to an end. So it was time to leave Peepaw's. I was just too destroyed after he thought I would steal from him. Before we get to the next place, I got massively distracted in this dirty, gross, smelly alley. Remember that game console? Yeah, I may have found one of the most boppy tunes in a video game inside a video game. I honestly played this for too long, so I'm just going to cut this short and move us into the next chapter. I decided to check out the pizza place next, but after just hearing one awesome song, I was not expecting such a perfect melody entering in this hole-in-the-wall pizza place. We talked to the only employee here who gave us the news they'd be closing soon, which honestly sucks just because I want to sit here and listen to these jams more.
Sorry, didn't see you there. Can I get you anything?
No thanks. I'm just killing time until my laundry next door is done.
Well, you're out late. Just a heads up, we're closing soon. Feel free to hang out until then, though.
I discovered the back room, which has a fortune teller and an arcade machine. Now, this arcade machine had something that I didn't realize until, well, probably my second playthrough of it, and I think I'm not gonna show this, even though it's already pixelated. I just don't want to risk it with YouTube. We did discover this flyer though, and it did make me realize that I could ask questions to the locals about what happened around here with these. This helped me gain more insight on what happened with the womb killer. We asked the pizza clerk,
Do you know anything about the recent disappearances?
No, not really. One of the girls who was in my class was one of them, though. I didn't know her too well, except that she was pregnant. I hope that she just skipped town and not one of the, you know, victims.
And then we asked Peepaw,
Do you know anything about the recent disappearances?
Recent? This has been going on for a long time.
How long? Like, when the womb ripper killings first began?
Lord, no, I'm talking years, girl.
Years?
Don't make me repeat myself. Yes, this area hasn't been the safest place. Not since that laundromat caught fire.
The one over there?
No, that's the new one. The old one is right next to it. Been empty ever since that night.
Are you saying there's some correlation between the laundromat fire and the missing people?
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Well, did anyone die in the fire?
We don't know. The girl working there when the fire broke out was never found. No bones or nothing. After that, people would go missing here or there, and as time has gone on, it's become more frequent. Made my daughter and grandchildren move out of the area a few years ago because of it.
Anything else you can tell me?
Leave an old man be. I have things to attend to.
With more and more things coming to light, I had started to piece together some theories on what might be happening, but I needed more information. So we set out while we're still waiting for our clothes to wash to find more clues we could ask the locals. We found this newspaper and continued on our personal investigation.
It was a real shame. Sometimes the only way to hide a secret is to burn it.
Wish this place would go up in flames next. Just kidding.
We didn't get much out of this paper. It honestly left me still in the dark about the bigger picture, so we decided to go to the final store that's open. Maybe we could get more there. But before we get too far into this, we have the heartache revealed to me.
Looking for a TV, toaster, blender?
Bro, have I been muted this entire time? I really hope not. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And cry I did. We are going to pick back up in the next episode with live commentary where we start to unravel what really happened and even come face to face with the Womb Ripper. I hope you enjoyed this. Boy, was it hard to make it if I'm being honest. I really do hope this turns out well, but until next time, I'll see you in the next one.